was our paper 3. This was our paper 3, where we have left in the previous lecture to discuss about the question paper of January 21. Going to discuss with the first question itself, which you can see on your screen, where the first question is coming from demand and supply chapter. It is written as price taking firm. Now, you know very well, whenever we determine any particular market structure on the basis of determining the price in the industry, so we either call that firm as a price taking or taker or price maker. Any particular firm who is having an ability to make the price, it refers to the company or firm who is going to determine the price in the market. They may have control over the price and output. It means it must be nothing but an imperfectly competitive market structure. But as we know that when we talk about a market structure where many sellers are existing simultaneously, they may not have the control over the market to determine the price. And hence, they are not price maker, but they are known as price taker. Due to which, here in the beginning itself, it is written as a price taking firm believes that if it sets a price above the market price, it will be unable to sell any quantity of goods that it produces. Which market has this price taking behavior as a key feature? So now I'm absolutely sure it's very clear in your mind that we are talking about the perfectly competitive market. It means nothing but I'm talking about perfect competition. So, as you can see, question number 1, we have selected option A. Moving towards next is your question number 2. Question number 2 is commodity X and Y are substitute. If price of X increases, it is likely that what may happen in case of the price and demand for the another commodity. It means here they are trying to ask a simple question related to two commodities which are related to each other. Price of related goods. It's a list of commodities which comes under the category of cross elasticity, either substitute or complementary, but it is very clear. If the price of X increases, it is likely that, now I will explain you this, that if I say by writing on a page here, price of X, we are considering price of X means our T. What will be the impact of increase in price of X on demand for Y. Now this demand for Y is our coffee. So what may happen in case of this situation? When price of X rises, people will shift from X to Y and consumption demand of Y increases. It means demand for Y increases, and due to which the market mechanism will play a role, and commodity wise price will also rise. And hence you can say that whenever price of T means X and demand for T and demand for coffee. So here Y is your coffee. So price of X is creating impact on demand for coffee like this, which is telling you that how there is an increase in demand for commodity Y, because price of X for demand for Y is considered as an other factor, due to which if I want to explain, the impact of other factor, I will show it by the rightward shift of demand curve in this way. So as you can see, I have drawn, and you can see how there is a rightward shift of demand curve. Here, I am sure that you are understanding the relation between price of X means T and demand for coffee means Y, and how both behaves in a direct relation, due to which we will have a rightward shift of demand curve. Therefore, question number 2's answer is B. Demand curve of Y will shift rightwards. So this is our main reason of selecting this answer. Going for question number 3. Now, as you can see that question number 3, where they have asked a particular question as when market price for banana is rupees 50 per kg, quantity demanded in a city is 20. When market price rises to 60, quantity demanded in the same city falls to 18 tons. So in that situation, what will be the price elasticity of demand? I have written the formula of point elasticity in front of you. Elasticity of demand is equal to delta Q upon Q into P upon delta P. So I just have to put the values. I will use another ink, so it would be easy for us to recognize. Now, the price means the original price for this particular commodity is 50. At that time, the original quantity is 20. At that time, when price increased from 50 to 60, so change in price is 10. And demand change from 20 to 18 tons, means change in quantity demanded becomes 2. Now, when you will solve 2 divided by 20, your answer will be 0.1, and when you are solving 50 divided by 10, your answer will be 5. So, That's why your answer is 0.5. This is the answer, and hence you are selecting this one. Question number 4. Now, we'll continue to the question number 4, and that is, in case of monopolistic competition, in case of monopolistic competition, all of the following statement are true except. So which statement is not correct in case of monopolistic competition? We'll take every option and then we'll try to understand. There are large number of sellers. That's true. There are large number of sellers. Goods produced by firm are not homogeneous. That's true. They are not homogeneous. They are differentiated in nature. Under monopolistic competition, the firm reduces its output whenever the marginal revenue is greater than the marginal cost. Now, when we say that under monopolistic competition, firm reduces output whenever the marginal revenue is greater than the marginal cost, this will happen in case of monopoly and not in the case of monopolistic competition. That's why answer is C. D itself is very common, which is true, free entry and free exit. And that's why our answer is C. Going for the next question, that is question of national income. Before that, let me confirm once again. I hope you can watch the live stream properly without any internet disturbance. No idea. Okay, now I can see. So we'll continue. Initially, there was once again some confusion. Technical problems are always bound to happen, but we have to be ready for this all. Yeah, moving towards next. जा रहे हैं क्वेश्चन नंबर 1 ऑफ नेशनल इनकम पे. चलिए जी, तैयार हो जाते हैं. क्वेश्चन नंबर 1 ऑफ नेशनल इनकम देखते हैं ये क्या बताने की कोशिश कर रहा है. नेशनल इनकम इन अ मंथ, अ मैन्युफैक्चरिंग फर्म 1 produced finished goods worth rupees 10,000, consumed intermediate goods 2,000, consumed capital worth rupees 1,000 during the month. What was the net value added by the firm? अब बहुत ही सिंपल सी बात है, जरा ध्यान से देखिए. यहाँ पे एक्चुअल फिनिश गुड्स जो है आपके पास वो 10,000 वैल्यू के हैं. व्हेन यू आर कंसिडरिंग दी कंज्यूम्ड इंटरमीडिएट गुड्स यानी कि रॉ मटेरियल ये 2000 है. एंड कंज्यूम्ड कैपिटल, नाउ रिमेंबर कंज्यूम्ड कैपिटल हियर रिफर्स टू द डेप्रिसिएशन. आपको 10,000 में से आपके इंटरमीडिएट गुड्स का और डेप्रिसिएशन का वैल्यू अगर आप डिडक्ट करते हैं तब जाके आपको ये वैल्यू मिलेगा. And that is your net value. Okay, so your answer would be 7,000. That is question number 1 of national income, and option is D selected. Going for next, talking about factor cost refers to a payment made to a factor of production which of the following is not a factor cost. तो मुझे और आपको हम सबको पता है कि जब भी हम इसकी बात करते फैक्टर कॉस्ट की, तो वी नो दैट लैंड, लेबर, कैपिटल एंड एंटरप्रेन्योर इज योर फैक्टर प्रोडक्शन. लैंड के लिए आप रेंट देते हो, लेबर के लिए वेजेस, कैपिटल के लिए इंटरेस्ट, एंटरप्रेन्योर के लिए वी कंसिडर द प्रॉफिट. सो दीज आर द फैक्टर कॉस्ट. ए wages written, C rent written, D entrepreneur's profit written. It means our answer should be B goods and services tax, GST. See, remember the way I've tried to solve this question is known as using the exclusion principle. Something which is not of importance, we will deduct it, and what will remain would be our answer. Okay. Going for questions on union budget. All expenditure of the government of India which results in creation of physical or financial asset or reduction in financial liabilities are termed as, it is known as capital expenditure. Going towards next. So this says that whenever we are talking about the country's government net borrowing at home, borrowing from RBI, borrowing from abroad, whatever kind of borrowing you have, then it will help you to find out your gross fiscal deficit. That's why question number 2's answer would be B. Going to next. In a particular year, a country's annual budget presented the following. The gross fiscal deficit is 11,000 crore. Revenue receipt is 7,000 crore. Non-debt creating capital receipt is 2000 crore. So in that situation, how you will try to find out your total expenditure? Excuse me. So you can write like this. This is your FD in general. You can write to understand the question and total receipts. Now your total expenditure which you need to find out. So the total revenue is 7K plus 2K. Okay, 7,000 plus 2,000. It is 9,000. Your actual FD is 11,000. So what balance answer you are receiving or getting is your 2K. That's why here you can say that 20K, I said 2K, 20K. So you can write like this. Okay. So your answer would be this. Because you're spending more than your revenue. Your revenue is just 9. You're spending 20. That's why your fiscal deficit is 11. Okay. Going next. Question number 4. Receipt by the government of India from the disinvestment of government, state in public sector and financial institutions are booked under the head of. Of course, it's a kind of a long-term receipt. Government is receiving not regularly. That's why it is considered as capital receipt. आप इसे कैपिटल रिसीट कह सकते हैं. फाइनेंशियल मार्केट शुरू करने जा रहे हैं आपके लिए. चले. Now, in 2017, a new bank was set up in India under the Department of Post Office, Ministry of Communication, with the 100% equity owned by the government of India. The bank has the advantage of India's vast postal network, one of the largest postal system in the world. The bank is known as what? So you have 4 options, but it's quite clear we are talking about the post payment bank. It means your answer is A. The primary market is the part of capital market in which business firms issue and sell new securities to raise long-term funds. Which of the following is not one of the primary market instrument? कौन सा वाला है जो प्राइमरी मार्केट का इंस्ट्रूमेंट नहीं है? यानी कि हम ऐसे भी पता कर सकते हैं कि बिकॉज कैपिटल मार्केट इज फॉर लॉन्ग टर्म क्रेडिट एंड योर money market is for short term credit. Here you can very easily consider that A, offer through prospectus inviting subscription from the general public. Rights issue is given in option B. D, private placement to institutional investor and certain individual investor. ये तीनों के तीनों जो है ना वो लॉन्ग टर्म क्रेडिट क्रिएट करते हैं. एंड दैट्स व्हाई आवर आंसर विल बी सी, कमर्शियल बिल, जिसको हम बिल डिस्काउंट भी कहते हैं. तो ये जो डिस्काउंटिंग ऑफ बिल है वो शॉर्ट टर्म रिक्वायरमेंट होता है. ओके, वो लॉन्ग टर्म नहीं होता. दैट्स व्हाई दैट वुड बी आवर आंसर. आगे जाते हैं और क्वेश्चन नंबर 3 को देखेंगे. तो क्वेश्चन नंबर 3 इज इन इंडिया फॉर बोथ लाइफ एंड नॉन लाइफ इंश्योरेंस कंपनी, which one of the following is responsible to protect the interest of holder of insurance policies and also to regulate, promote, ensure orderly growth of the insurance industry. ध्यान से सुनिए, हमारे देश में बहुत अलग अलग टाइप की इंस्टीट्यूशन है जो गवर्नमेंट खास करके रन करती है, जिसका मेन इंटेंशन जो है ना, वो पर्टिकुलर इंडस्ट्री का प्रॉपर फंक्शनिंग होता है. इट मींस when any particular industry is working, there is a possibility that they may attract the customer by manipulative advertisement. Do you understand the term which I used? Manipulative advertisement. कुछ ऐसा बताएंगे, आपको लगेगा भैया ये तो सब कुछ सही बोल रहे हैं, लेकिन जरूरी नहीं. So in that situation, they have to form some kind of regulatory authority for that particular industry who will look after the functioning of every individual firm, whether they are working as per the rules and regulation or not. And the main important objective was to protect the interest of honest investor. अब ऐसा नॉर्मली आपने देखा होगा कि गवर्नमेंट जब इंश्योरेंस कंपनी की एडवर्टीजमेंट अलाउ करती है, तो उसमें बहुत ही ध्यान रखा जाता है कि किसी भी तरीके से they are not trying to lure, induce customer by showing some larger or giving some larger than life promises. And that's why they have formed one particular regulatory authority for our actuarial sector, insurance sector, and that particular regulatory authority is known as RIDAI, Insurance Regulatory and Development Authority of India. So here your answer will be question number 4D. Continue करते हैं. Going for the question number, we can say third, and then we will go for question number 4. So ये marking मुझे यहाँ पे करना था, and now I will go for this. In India, both public sector banks and private sector banks are governed by the regulation of. देखो, पता है ना आपको कि मेरे देश में रेगुलेटरी अथॉरिटीज तो है. जैसे कि एक सिंपल सा एग्जांपल देता हूं, ये जो मैंने थोड़ी देर पहले मार्क किया था ना, नाउ दिस मस्ट बी अ रेगुलेटरी अथॉरिटी फॉर, यस, कैपिटल मार्केट. तो मेरे कैपिटल मार्केट में खास करके जितने भी प्लेयर्स हैं, उन सब को कंट्रोल, सुपरवाइज और रेगुलेट करने के लिए गिव मी अ सेकेंड.